Whoa, 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 whoa. Who that be? That be the big B. We're gonna do a little gospel of Bitcoin today. Get some water in you. That's like water too. Boston Sea here, Boston Sea, you juggernauts, powerful and unstoppable, wide awake, seeing everything in a 360. How you doing with your Bitcoin? You're learning, you're buying, you're stacking, you're dollar cost averaging. Boston Sea's going to read a article from Zero Hedge. I think it was via this dude, bombthrower.com. Yeah, check it out. All right, let's do this. How's everybody doing? We good? Everybody good? Yeah, Boston Sea. Get that. What's that article? Oh, it's the denominator, stupid. Yeah. This guy, Mark from Bomb Thrower. Appreciate it, dude. All right, let's go. Let's do this deal. Boston Sea, you're real small there, kid. All right, I'll make you a little bigger. All right. Wrapping your head around Bitcoin. Been rising. Yep. In every issue of the Bitcoin Capitalist, there's a section called This Month's FUD, which is Fear, Uncertainty, and Doubt, right? Where I look at the death of Bitcoin. It's been happening for 14 years. The narratives that emerged over the past few weeks mercilessly debunk them. It's not hard because most, if not all, Bitcoin FUD vectors are belabored retreads of it. It's rare to see anything new. Is Bitcoin useful? And sure, no, yes. No, it's not useful. Will fail? Yeah. What we listen to, right? We're creating our own unique dimensional reality. Boston Sea is trying to help you. Get you into rich mode, generational wealth mode. Bitcoin will change your life, along with other things. But today, it's the gospel of Bitcoin. After the 2022 crypto winter, Bitcoin has been rising steadily for 2 years. But for a few months recently, the FUD vectors had died down to a whimper. If it wasn't for Peter Schiff, he's a gold bug, excuse me, not a fan of Bitcoin. His boy is. That's why you got to do you. You listen to you. How's your intuition? If it wasn't for Peter Schiff and his incessant Twitter meltdowns over Bitcoin, it would have been no FUD at all for a while. Then November 5th hits. All right, we won't talk about that. All right, but we'll see what the administration is going to do. Strategic reserve. We're going to pass some legislation. All right, whatever. Bitcoin's still going up and to the right forever. Even though Trump had endorsed Bitcoin earlier this year, giving a landmark keynote at Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville. Go to YubTub, YouTube, and Michael Saylor, Saylor, owns MicroStrategy. Been doing something for 4 years. Listen to his keynote, laying out the blueprint for every company, sovereign nation, individual on the planet. What he's doing, what he's done, where he's headed. Just got to get on the deal. And yeah, Boston seeking in a few years before Michael did. Not at the level Michael's doing, but anyhow, it's all good. Many have likened the stunning election upset in a sense that it was such an incontrovertible blowout. Whatever, okay. Stop thinking left and right, up and down, inside out, to a shift in timelines. It's as if our entire reality quantum jumped into a parallel universe. It did. Actually, it did in 2020. We're in episode 12, right? So, yeah, we're going to season 6, episode 1, starting in January. Popcorn above the sun. Now, the former incumbents are scrambling in full-blown panic. The old zeitgeist is total domination by the far left. Neo-Marxists is crumbling in real time. And while Bitcoin is decidedly apolitical, true story, beyond the antiquated left versus right paradigm, the fact is that Bitcoin continues to win. And Trump backed Bitcoin. Okay. Good choice. Wicked smart, sir. The real battle, as I have long said, is between the forces of centralization, control freaks, basically, and decentralization. But because leftism and socialism requires authoritarianism, it's not full-blown dictatorships. The Venn diagrams for left/centralization largely overlap. So now the FUDometer is on 11. All the time, Trump winning again, 100K Bitcoin and MicroStrategy eating the stock market is triggering for many. It's just all so crazy. Called freaking opportunity. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Try to keep my inside voice. I just get like this is Boston C. You always like this Boston C? Try decaf? We'll do 1 cup in the morning. Yeah, maybe I should do it. Why would this magic internet money become the basis of national strategic reserves? And why would MicroStrategy be able to simply issue debt to buy up more of this stuff and be rewarded by the markets for doing so? Right, here we go. The Boston C's learning, always be learning, because it's the denominator, stupid. You can't wrap your brain around Bitcoin. It's because you're probably hardwired to look at finance and economic through the lens of everything is an asset, numerator, the top, right, measured in some fixed currency, like the dollar, okay, fixed currency, right, which is the denominator, right, the assets, the numerator, oh, like real estate or maybe Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, Meta, right, or anything else you want over the dollar, which is the denominator. But your problem is you think it's also Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the new denominator. Okay? You don't want a denominator where it prints a Ponzi, paper money backed by nothing. Right? New denominator in town. That's supposed to be fixed in order to provide a semblance of rationality to the numerator / denominator equation, at least when it comes to measuring value. The denominator isn't supposed to be moving, or if it is, it has to at least be constrained by some kind of economic trade-off. Maybe by 21 million might help. In the old-timey days, on a gold standard, there was a 2% natural inflation rate. Interesting. Natural, 2%. Yeah, interesting how that works. That was mostly limited by the ability to discover new gold deposits and actually mine the stuff. It was a pretty good system, and the world moved to it under its own incentives, not by the decree of a committee of experts. Did I say jabrones? By 1900, approximately 50 countries were on a gold standard, including all industrialized nations. The interesting fact is that the modern gold standard was not planned at an international conference, nor was it invented by some genius. It came by itself, naturally, and based on experience. The United Kingdom went on a gold standard against the intention of its government. Only much later did laws turn an operative gold standard into an officially sanctioned gold standard. The last vestiges of the gold standard were dispensed with the 1971 with the Nixon shock, and since then, the dollar standard, the denominator for the gold monetary system, has been on a slow roll into hyperinflation. Okay? That's why everything feels like it's more expensive. It's because the dollar's becoming worth less and less. That's why Bitcoin's going up, because dollar's going down, right? Nobody taught us this stuff. Everybody has seen this chart. It makes your eyes glaze over. Nobody cares, even though this is showing you the disintegration of the denominator we use to measure every economic transaction on Earth. I think we got to sort of pay attention, companions. What do you think? Should be a big deal. The only time it seems to matter is during a hyperinflation, when you can see it clearly in the x-axis of a chart being viewed in logarithmic mode. Let's skip down here. Almost done. This just gets your brain thinking. But no fear. Opportunity. This is what this is, opportunity. People are looking at the linear chart and calling Bitcoin a bubble because they still think that Bitcoin is the numerator in an equation denominated by fiat dollars. Everybody calls cuckbucks. I can guarantee you this. None of the billionaires who are allocating to Bitcoin think like that. Nobody building gigantic mining farms is thinking like that. Nor are the nation states and sovereign states who are about to launch strategic Bitcoin reserves. And all you have to do is press the big log button on the chart and it all becomes clear. It's just a metric of technical analysis. I'm going to skip over that. I like this. There is a secret cheat code that will jailbreak your brain out of Bitcoin as a bubble mode and help you understand what is really happening. One click can literally change your perspective. You know, if you like data analytics, we're not going to go into technical analysis. Maybe I'll do that. I'm just trying to get you inspired, motivated to start dollar cost averaging, right? Give yourself a present for Christmas. How about that? So while we're all stuck for the moment in this clown car economy where the numerators are denominated by infinite quantities of fiat dollar, backed by what? Absolutely not a flipping thing, companions. And the solution to everything is to print more of it. Anybody who truly understands Bitcoin, everybody with laser eyes, that's you, looks at it like this, right? Look at that. Round and round we go. Circular reasoning. Oh, I like the big B. All right, let's wind it down. And is opting out of the clown ride by moving their wealth as much as they can into the new denominator. And the new denominator is Bitcoin. Still pretty early. True story. When you realize that the current monetary base is scaffolded together on about 80 trillion USD in M2 money supply, all currencies, and about 300 trillion in bonds. Debt denominated in a rapidly devaluing currency, which is backed by nothing, and compared to Bitcoin's 2 trillion market cap, you realize how early we are in this story. True story, right? You can front run nations, hedge funds, institutions, so early. The technological adoption curves, this is beautiful right here, folks. Bitcoin is still somewhere around 1998, 2002 internet. We haven't even hit 10% penetration yet, which is that famed tipping point. But when a new innovation, in this case, decentralized digital non-state money, don't get tripped up on CBDC and all the stuff. How's your intuition? Open your mind, right? As this takes hold and goes into rapid proliferation. So you can look at this chart while I read the rest. You can see innovated Boston C. Well, we're right here. Boston C is an early adopter. I'm not. I wish I hung out well. Not, you don't wish. Don't live, coulda, shoulda, woulda. But had I known some innovative, just wicked smart people hanging out, and they said, Boston C, buy some Bitcoin, I woulda, because I bought a lot of silver back in 2014, and I could have easily just converted it all to Bitcoin, right? But hey, 217, it's still all good. While Bitcoin uptick is estimated to be somewhere around 4 or 5%, look at where the we are here is on the chart. This is where we all are, team. Look at it. Still an early adopter. You get the early majority, then you're going to get the late majority, and then the laggards. I mean, 10 years from now, you're still going to be early. True story. While Bitcoin uptake is estimated to be somewhere around 4 or 5% of global population, my guess is with the events of 2024, we just have or are in the process of crossing chasm. Another aspect of the technology adoption curve where it blows through the final wave of doubt, fear, skepticism, and malinvestment before permanently breaking through to becoming the new paradigm. It's already here. This happens all the time. just not very often with the monetary base layer, but it does happen there too. It's happening now. Wasn't that good? So good. Ah, how you doing? How's your brain? Hakuna Matata. No worries. You're right on time. Yeah, but I don't understand it. Bless and see. A lot of things we don't understand that we just do intuitively. Keep doing research. All you got to do, dollar cost average. What do you got on a monthly basis? Little here, little there. Forget the price, forget looking at it every day. Unless you like the action, you want to do both, right? You want to trade, get in, get out, get up. And ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Did it. A lot of work, a lot of work. All you got to do, dollar cost average, get out of the way. Let the compounding, right? This is an asymmetric risk reward, greater reward. Some risk, but not like it was 7 years ago, right? All right. So with that, have a great Christmas, great holiday. See you after the new year. And until then, stay in the way, stay in the path. Boston C says, get some above the sun. Love you all soon.